This isn't just about lifting weight. It's about lifting expectations, crushing limits, and rewriting what the human body is capable of. From the heart of raw strength to the edge of impossible, the bench press world competition returns, bigger, louder, and stronger than ever. The world's elite lifters, one stage, 3 lifts, no second chances. Hundreds of kilos, 1 rep, to rule them all. Power meets passion. Muscle meets moment. This is the ultimate test of strength. Are you ready to witness history? Be there. Feel the pressure. Or stay home and feel the regret.
Welcome to the final day of the 2025 IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Lake on SBD, we are live from Drammen, Norway. I'm Joe Whiteley. I'm here with the one and only Gary Williams. And Gary, what a week it's been.
Yeah, look, it has been absolutely outstanding, and we've got one heck of a day lined up as well today. We've got all the open equipped bench press, of course. But boy, we've got some great weight classes in here. We've got some great names coming up, some comebacks as well.
And we have the rematch with Kadama and Chiprinko.
Bring that one on. It is going to be absolutely outstanding. I mean, we're all a little bit shocked to see Kadama only get his opening lift in the Classic.
I mean, not so much shocked that Chiprinko's put so much weight on his lift going up a weight class, but just you don't often see Daiki miss twice.
Not like that, so
we're about to get underway. The running order is on the screen for you right now, and our very first athlete out will be a Special Olympics athlete, Dan McGawley. We see him in the
he is at nearly every single
He's everywhere,
competition.
isn't he? Yeah. Brings so much energy and enthusiasm.
He is the epitome of what the sport is. He just loves it, loves being around everyone.
As the clock ticks down and Dan McGawley is called to the bar, he's going to bench 85 kilos for his opener. He did 90 at the British Equipped back in January, so this should be good.
He was in South Africa a couple of years ago. What did he lift in Texas?
I don't think he did, actually. I don't think he did. Oh, it stopped for a moment.
It stopped.
He got
I don't
it to
think
the top.
it went down though. He's got 2 yellow cards.
So let's see that back from the side. Now, there was no shift in position, so maybe he missed the command. That's something we find hard to pick up because the ref's commands don't really come through with our headphones on. But he gets 2 more tries at that, and here's Dan Mills, Team GB, for 177.5. We have in this flight, it's the 59s and 74s, and then we'll move on to the 66 kilo class in the second flight. That's Siobhan Taylor. She won the M1 Supers the other day.
Yeah, busy week for so many people. Looks good.
Nice, easy weight there for Dan. Yeah, and just about every athlete, you see them, they do their lift and they're coaching, they're refereeing, they're everywhere. It's such a great community at Bench Worlds.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Sean Vandenberg yesterday do a lift there, race over to the other platform to coach his son.
We were on 2 platforms, and simultaneously he was called to the platform as his son was called to platform 1. Chingiz Yelzhinov, Kazakhstan. 185 on the bar. Good to see him back. We haven't seen him since we were in his home nation, 2022, for the World Bench in Almaty.
We've got a Masters lifter in this category as well, in the 74s. Is it
Butenko.
Butenko, yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Next lifter out is a familiar face. It's Frederick Eskil Mervang.
And he is the World Classic champion now.
Took his second world title just a few days ago. He was classic world champion in Kazakhstan as well, 2022, and he's always on the podium in the equipped. European equipped champion too. Do you know, this week I've never seen him lift so well.
He is absolutely on fire, isn't he?
One yellow card from the side referee.
I think that's his foot position there.
Oh, his heels up. Batam Galan Perevsurin, Mongolia. He's opening with 190.
Now, he competed classic as well, but didn't get a
did?
lift on, I think. If I remember right, that could be wrong.
I'm just going to pull up the results from the classic as well, because a lot of the lifters lifting equipped today did the classic earlier. You're right, he didn't get one on the board. Well, I think he's got one on the board this time.
Bit of redemption there for him.
Equipped, easier than classic. Who knew?
I never thought I'd see that.
Here's Mohammed Parvadeh, Iran, for 197.5. Got a few Iranian athletes here.
Probably
not
one of
a
the
huge
biggest
team.
teams I've seen for a while.
I think they've mainly been on your platform, Gary.
Yeah, we've had quite a number of athletes from Iran on platform 2.
Nice opening attempt there for Mohammed.
Yeah, great start.
Marius Arhog, Norway, 200 kilos on the bar.
There's not much between them in the 59 kilo class.
No, you're right. 5 kilos separates all three. Marius is in the 74s. Looking good. Maciej Kolok is out next, Poland.
First time at Worlds, I think. He's done.
Yeah, you're right. He's done Euros. Just missed the podium in Turkey last year. He took the bronze medal the year before, but he's made his way to World Bench now. 207.5 on the bar.
Just a few years out of juniors. I'm not sure what happened there.
I kind of missed that. So, but we'll get a chance to.
He popped off the chest well. I just wonder if it got away from him. Yeah, I think it just got away from him a little bit. You've really got to chase it and explode with it.
And the timing is crucial. Alex Fodor now, he's been coaching all week. Finally his turn on the platform, 207.5 on the bar. He just missed the podium last year in Texas, 4th place. He's got a mountain to climb with this class this year.
Yeah, it's a tough one this year. It's a good start though.
Vladislav Prudsenko, Ukraine, for 225 now. Bronze medalist at the Euros, but this is his first appearance at World Bench.
It's a solid opener, 225. Nice touch, bit struggle at lock out there, yeah.
Yellow card from the centre. I think that was on command.
Oh, and the jury has actually overruled it, I think.
Yeah, he jumped the command, unfortunately. On bench press, you have to wait to be told to start the lift, wait to be told to press it, and wait to be told to rack it. It's the most commands of any lift. Oleg Putenko, Kazakhstan, 240. He's been around a while, Gary.
Yeah, he's no stranger at all. I think he's had a few equipped records in the past as well.
I think you're right. He's a masters lifter. I think he might still have the M1 record.
That M1 record is huge, 287.5.
Again, we have a yellow from the centre.
Well, I wouldn't expect it to be commands from him.
Catches out the best of us, she says, having done it herself.
Certainly does.
Hiroshi Ishikawa, Japan. And what a great team Japan brought. We've had some brand new lifters we've never seen before, smashing records.
Yeah, and did Hiroshi compete Classic as well?
I don't think he did, actually.
I could be wrong. I think there is a couple with similar last names. He's got a big opener though, 262.5.
Well, he was nominated in first place. Last saw him in Iceland at the full power equipped, but he's missed the last couple of world benches.
Looks okay. Good lift, 3 whites.
He has the 3 lift world record at 255.
Oh,
he set that in Iceland. We keep 2 different sets of bench records. Lifts done as part of a 3 lift competition and single lift bench. It's a lot harder to do your bench when you've just done a low bar squat. Yosuke Kikuchi, Japan, 275. We're into some big weights now, aren't we?
Yeah,
74
this is
kilo
a
class.
massive opener.
World record is 300.5. I think that's even Chaprinko.
Well, that certainly wouldn't surprise me.
Bronze medalist in Texas last year. Asian record holder. Did he lock it?
Such a light touch.
He did. Now, I think, Gary, if you remember, he was junior world champion in Lithuania 21, Sun City.
Boy, he's been going well, though, hasn't he?
It wasn't Sun City, was it? It was Poch. No,
No,
it
he was
wasn't
in Sun
21. It
City.
was all the way back in Lithuania in 17.
Wow.
Potchef's Dream in 2018. So that's where we are at the end of the first round, with Purev Surin leading the 59s and Kikuchi leading the 74s. Dan McGawley yet to get a lift on the board. But here he comes to rectify that.
Yeah, he'll fix it all up on this one.
He's done this weight many times. He's easily capable of it.
That looks okay from where we're sitting. It is 3 whites.
Good. I was very careful to listen out for the referee. He waited for all his commands. He's got a very low transition point on that
Yeah,
press.
it is quite.
Daniel Mills now, opened with 177.5, gone up to 187.5. Got over his first lift nerves. And coming out to a world championship for the very first time, it is nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's a completely different experience.
You're looking around the warm-up room and all these legends are walking around. Just pushed in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
can
Gary.
see his wrists were a bit out of position there on the way down. Really rolled it back a little bit. His elbows out of position. He just sort of a little bit impatient with the touch, I think. I'd probably pull the collar down just a fraction and be a little bit more patient.
The coach is questioning which blocks. They look like the 30 centimetres. He's asking for the 20. But the clock is ticking, so he needs to get a wiggle on, get under that bar. He's in second place right now. This will move him ahead of Purev Surin.
Oh, he just looks in such good form.
Yeah, I was wondering if he'd get called on that soft left elbow. He's got a blue card for it from the centre, but all the referees see something slightly different from their different angles. That looks better from the front, actually.
Yeah.
This is what we say about it looking different from every angle. So Mervang leads the 59s. Here's Yelzhinov, Kazakhstan, to take that place away. 192.5.
It's open to look good. So you can keep it going. It's not a huge jump, so not too many adjustments between lifts on this one. Just the grip position. So you've got 2 ring markers on the bar, 81 centimetres, if I remember rightly.
Is it 91? Is it 81? Honestly, I don't know.
It ends in a 1.
No, there was some movement through the hips there, so...
Yeah, it was a bit He's got a red card with a red light with a blue card from the centre referee.
So the blue card is either for downward movement of the bar or soft elbows. It looked thereabouts. That right arm arguably might have been a tiny bit soft. Didn't look too bad. So Yelzhinov moves into the lead in the 59s. However, Batem Galampirev Mongolia, has asked for 197.5 to take the lead.
Yeah, well, this will put him out in front, and then everyone else has to chase after him. Looks good.
That is absolutely undeniable. What, it's night and day from his performance in Classic.
It was, yeah, look, Classic I just don't think he was in the right space, in the right form. I mean, I don't know how long he arrived before that lift, but he just didn't have his usual get up and go.
Maciej Kolok, Poland, missed 207.5. Did this just... It didn't go, did it?
Yeah,
he didn't get it far off the
he
chest.
popped it off the chest and then it came down again. It just looks like he mistimed everything. So, all he really needs to do this one is just to be a bit more forceful off the chest. A little bit more acceleration and follow it through. Much better. 3 whites.
And as an athlete, you go out and you just can't move a weight, and then you go out the next time and absolutely smoking. Why couldn't I have done that last time?
Equip bench is, I think, one of the most frustrating sports on the planet, isn't it?
But when it's right, it's glorious. Mohammad Parvede, Iran, 207.5.
Well,
Very nice indeed.
Yeah, that was really good.
Bar Hawk, Marius, Norway, 210 on the bar.
He had a good opener. Nothing crazy for his second, just adding 10 kilos. Well, that was a bit tougher than I expected. Gets the two white lights, so it's on the board. Jury are taking a bit of a look at it.
Once we get the spotters surrounding the lifter, though, it gets increasingly difficult to see butt lift. But we need to keep the lifters safe.
And the jury has overruled.
Now, they've given a blue
Downward
card
movement.
failure.
It was actually downward movement. You could sort of pick it up a little bit.
Alex Fodor, he lists his PB as 215. This is 215.
Makes that look easy. Only a few more lifters in this round. It's moved pretty fast.
This is Vladislav Protsenko, Ukraine. Missed 225.
I cannot recall what it was.
Just
That
a little
looks
bit
okay.
shaky on the lockout, but it's 3 white lights. We have every lifter has registered a successful attempt.
It's not unusual in equipped bench to see a sea of red at this stage.
Easy way for you, давай.
Oleg Patenko there, struggling
He had to work
to
for
50 to the top.
Yeah, a lot of lateral movement there.
This is Hiroshi Ishikawa, Japan, for 275 kilos. These are crazy weights now.
Just 28 years of age as well.
Two Japanese lifters still to go in this round. And realistically, if these two get their lifts in, they will be the top two on the podium. But they need to get these lifts in. They're challenged by Patenko.
Oh, struggling to lock out there.
One
did
of
get
the
it there in the
referees
end.
didn't like the lockout. See that back from the front. I think if there's any questions, it'll be on the left side.
Yeah, he really had a hard time locking out the left. He sort of got it there and then it unlocked. And then got it back again.
I think it was just about there. Yosuke Kikuchi, Japan now. The jury has
Oh, they have.
overruled on soft lockout. So that was no lift for Ishikawa. So the jury have two screens. They're looking at the lift for live. They've got a very close position to watch live. And they have two angles to watch during the lift. And they get that replay from those two angles as well. So they get a better view than anyone. Kikuchi now, 280 on the bar.
It's quick. That right
Yeah,
arm
I
just
was
looks sluggish. Two whites. A yellow card from the centre referee.
and the jury has overruled on elbow depth, that looks like.
Looks like a red card.
So Pirevsurin leads from Yelzhanov from Mervang in the 59s. And in the 74 kilo class, Kikuchi leads on 280 from Ishikawa on 265. Butenko is on 250. I think realistically they're going to be our podium places in the 74s.
Yeah, I don't think anything's really going to change there unless someone pulls out an absolute Hail Mary.
Here's Damagoli. He got his 85 on the board for his second. This is 90.
Oh, that was slow off the chest, but he made something of it.
He's not getting much out of that shirt, is he?
He's getting next to nothing out of that shirt.
That's mainly him.
He is one strong lad.
Happy with that.
Yeah, there was nothing in the shirt there.
You rely on the speed of the chest, the pop that the shirt gives you to get that halfway up and then drive it home on the triceps. But transition point for him there was an inch off the
Yeah.
chest.
Transition point. I think he just started at the transition point.
Dan Mills now to repeat the 187.5 he missed last time.
Yeah, I think in his case, I think that was just a misadjustment of the shirt. I think I just needed to pull that collar down a little bit. He just didn't seem to get a lot out of it. Pull the collar down a little bit. A little bit of patience for the touch. Still, you can see how easy that bar went down to the touch point there.
And I think if you're in a really compromised position at the bottom, he did the smart thing by getting the spotters to take it off him. There's no point in hurting yourself.
No.
More competitions in the future, and you can get into a really compromised position in those shirts.
There's a really narrow line between where you want to be and where you can't move it.
Now here we go. This is the battle in the 59s. Frederick Eskil-Mervan, classic world champion, is taking 197.5 to move ahead of Purevson.
This will give him a best lift as well. This will be his personal best, I think.
But he's looked in really good shape this week.
Great this week.
Oh my
moved
word.
well, didn't it? He could have put 200 on there.
2-1, a good lift. I think it's because he's got the shoutiest coach of all. Bellowing at him from the sidelines.
I wouldn't fail if he was shouting at me. I think he'll be fine with that.
So Mervan leads, but here comes Shinkish Yelzhanov, Kazakhstan, for 200 kilos. To take the lead and challenge Purevson to get past him. Oh, I think he's done it.
Made that look easy. 3 whites.
We have an attempt change. On bench only, you get 2 changes like you do on deadlift in a full power competition. So let's see where we are. Purevson has dropped. He was on 205. He's dropped to 202.5 to cover Yelzhanov.
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah, we're not here for PBs or
Yeah, doesn't need 205 to win. Just needs 202.5.
Yeah. He's 40 grams heavier than Yelzhanov, so he has to do more.
Just one too many pieces of toast this morning.
So here he comes. He has the bronze. He wants the gold.
He smoked that.
Yeah, I think he had more. So he moves into the lead now and takes the gold ahead of Yelzhanov, and Mervan takes the bronze.
He did a really smart thing there too. Dropping in that couple of kilos to make sure he went after the gold. Didn't need 205.
into the 74s now, and this is Marius Ahod. Repeating the 210 he missed last time.
Oh, just not going to go.
It's an invisible ceiling.
Yeah, he got good speed off the chest, but it ran out really quickly. You see off the chest is good, but it runs out fast.
And it's what you talk about all the time. You have to time your drive to continue the upward trajectory when the bench shirt stops helping you.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than it sounds, because as soon as you stop pulling it down or stop holding it down, it wants to race off.
But it wants to race off in a random direction. That's the problem.
It has any direction it wants.
Maciej Kolok, Poland, 2:15 on the bar. Unfortunately not.
Just
Came
not
off the
quite
chest
there.
well, but then faded away.
You know what? He's got a lift in, and if you can get a lift in and an equipped bench,
Yes.
you're doing well. Another attempt change going in.
Here's Alex Fodor, 2:20 on the bar.
This is his personal best. Okay, another 10 chains, another 10
More changes are flowing through.
All the changes come in now. And there are some rules around attempt changes.
Next lifter is
I mean, you can't put an attempt change in for your own attempt after bar loaded has been called.
That's right. Now, Alex changed his lift twice in a row there. But he's got 2:25 on the bar right now to try and take fourth place, which matches what he did in Austin last year.
See, if he can get fourth place in this field, that is an extremely impressive result.
Big jump though, 10 kilos up from his second.
big jump to personal best with this attempt.
And the clock is ticking. Oh wait, it's not Alex anymore.
Yep,
Excuse me.
We've got an order
Excuse
change.
me. Yeah, it's Mohamed Parvadeh, Iran. He's gone up. Wow. He took 2:07 for his second. This is 2:25 to try to take fourth place. That's a big jump, Gary. So what would you be doing in order to prepare the lifter and the shirt?
I would have that shirt, given it's such a big jump, I would have that shirt collar pulled down as far as I can get it. And that's not, I don't know how he regathered that.
No, because it came off the chest quite badly. It kind of scooped.
Yeah, the replay on this will be interesting. I don't know how he pressed it. When it slides like that,
See it slide, and it's rolled in his hands as well as it happened.
wow.
We have 2 attempts.
So yeah, when you're looking at that bigger jump, you've got to pull that shirt down pretty much as far as you can get it. Your shirt's only going to go to a certain weight. And the best advice you can give your athlete is to be patient with that touch. Let the bar do the work.
So here is Alex Fodor, also taking 2:25, also trying to get up to fourth. Martin Marshall in his corner.
He's had a busy week.
He has.
Does a lot for equipped lifting in the UK as well.
He absolutely does. He toured for a while with Quick Bench workshops with a load of shirts, tried to just jam everyone he could into a shirt to get them into the sport.
Oh, just not
won't
going to
work
get
out.
there, is it?
Well, you can't say he didn't try.
He gave that everything. Left it all on the platform, and that's all you can do. That's that frustrating point where your
Yeah.
triceps just won't do anymore.
Vladislav
56
Pritsenko,
middle attempt.
Ukraine. Wow, this is another big jump. He's gone up from 225 to 252.5. But Garrett, he missed 225 for his opener, so do you think this might have been
I
his
think this
planned
might have
third?
been his planned third or around his planned third.
Personal
Ukrainian team as well, really experienced with bench,
Yep.
equipped bench as well.
And this is an attempt at the bronze medal.
You can-
But it's a lot for the body to deal with. You
the-
kind of prime the
the
central
neural
nervous system.
pathways, to suddenly grab that big jump, you don't want to shock the neural pathways too much. Just didn't get enough speed there.
But we have the spotting team and the safeties to keep the lifters safe. We set the safeties individually for each athlete.
Yeah, and you can see he had his safety set right. It was clear from his face.
Final 3 lifts in this group. Oleg Butenko, Kazakhstan, guaranteed the bronze, would like to try to move up to silver with 262.5.
Silver medal attempt, 74 kilo class. Come on, Oleg. He's done 290, that is his personal best. Now 262.5 on the bar. Давай, давай, давай. Up, 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 come on, come on.
It's still going. Just couldn't quite lock.
Can't lock it. Nevertheless, he takes home the bronze medal with the best lift of 250.
It's a really tough spot to be in because your brain is telling you you can do it and your triceps are saying, no, sorry, we can't. We're finished.
Interesting strategy here because he had 2 Japanese lifters left. Ishikawa is on 262 and Kikuchi is on 275. Kikuchi missed 280 last time, so I would take 275 again as the lighter lifter to try and get in front, because Kikuchi would have to do 280 or more. He struggled to lock with 275, and this is 5 kilos more. But if he can get more speed off the chest, drive that home,
Yeah, it's a really interesting choice there.
I think I would definitely have gone for the 275 to cover. I think he's got
Yeah,
it.
that was better. He has 2-1.
Gary, he has a yellow card from the side.
And he takes the lead, and now we have your super Kikuchi Japan.
I think he'll be okay with that.
Yeah, I think
Now,
it
we
looks
had
okay.
a world record attempt on the board for Kikuchi, but an
I
attempt change
imagine
is
he'd
coming
be
in.
dropping that. It's a 282.5.
Yeah.
Sorry, there is a turn chase.
Yep, absolutely right. And I think if he was already world champion, he would have tried for the world record.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the hope was that he was already going to be world champion, but he's done the smart thing here.
Now he's got to fight for it. He's dropped to 282.5 to cover Ishikawa. So here is Yosuke Kikuchi, Japan, 282.5 on the bar for the world title in the 74 kilo class.
Is it Kikuchi or Ishikawa, the world champion? You decide, Kikuchi. Compare.
Yeah, it'd certainly be nice to go for the world record. But I'm really happy to see he's played the smart card and going for the win.
That was Ishibashi coaching.
World records come and go, but you will always be the 2025 world champion.
Always right arm is.
Struggled to get
Let's
the
see
lock.
what the referees say. They say it was not locked out, and I think I agree.
2-1, no lift.
So if we take a look at that, I think the right arm was the one.
Yeah, it just didn't really get there.
Oh, it got there and it unlocked. Oh, his left arm wasn't locked
Yeah,
either.
neither of them are really convincing.
So in the 59 kilo class, Batam Galampievsurin takes the world title with 202.5. Yelginov takes the silver with 200. Frederick Mervank has the bronze with 197.5. And a dramatic finish there with Ishikawa taking the gold at 280 in the 74 kilo class. Kikuchi has the silver with 275. Batenko the bronze with 250.
For a second group.
We move straight into the second flight now, and here we have the 66s and the 83s. Oh wow, I thought the 83s were later.
So did I, and I was a bit shocked by that as well.
So wow, we have the big
We've got
rematch.
a show now.
Yeah. And we're going to start, he's already on the bench. It's Joni Niskanen, Finland, 110 on the bar. 5 lifters in the 66s, 9 in the 83s. Nice and easy for Joni.
Well, we have got a show for you this morning. Can Daiki Kadama redeem himself after his classic competition?
Here we have Arian Messi Kamesi, USA. We see him in the coach's corner a lot.
I saw him out the back this morning, not even looking like he was getting ready.
We've seen him so many times in the coaching corner. I don't think I've ever seen him lift
He
before.
just jumped into a phone booth and changed into a superhero suit.
Let's go, man.
125 on the bar. Nice and easy for Arian.
Oh,
No,
he's
it
got
isn't.
2 yellows there from the side referees.
I'm just looking over at the jury. The coach is approaching the jury to try and see what that was. Oh, he's butt
He
lift.
did pop up there.
It was butt lift. Your butt, your shoulders and your head must stay in contact with the bench throughout, and your feet flat on the floor. Right, Gunterberg, Germany, 160.
Okay, right. Okay.
He's in the 83s. Lifting raw, at least for his opener.
Yeah, you see a few athletes opt to do that. It's a risky
Yep.
move.
You see lifters do this sometimes who are unopposed.
Yeah, true,
But it's hard
unopposed.
to get the shirt working. Mikhailo Shabli, Ukraine, 180. He's in the 66s. I was just checking out his record. I don't think I've seen him lift before, but he was at the Euros, silver medalist in
Oh, it
Turkey.
looks good today. Looks really good.
And we have a record attempt coming up. It's a Masters 1 record.
It's a European Masters 1.
Oh, it's European. Excuse me, I thought it was a world record. But you know, European M1 record is Andreas Frahl, Austria, 232.5 on the bar.
You're right, it's not far off the world record, 247.5 either.
Well, you start with the European, then move on.
Don't want to take them all at once.
232 on the bar. He says his PB is 225. Not anymore.
3 whites.
Congratulations, new European record. That's very well done. Power slowly for Sastani from Poland, 232.5 kilos.
Maciej Zastavny now, Poland, 232.5.
Current world record in the 83s at 315.5. Is that Kadama or Chaprenko?
I have it as Askar Shokhanov
Oh, in Tokyo.
in Tokyo all that time ago in 2019.
Yes. I remember that lift. It was absolutely ridiculously huge.
I think Kodama did most of his record breaking
In the 74s,
yeah. Here's Masashi Fukuda, Japan, 235.
Yeah, Tokyo, Japan. Kazakhstan had an extremely successful team and won a lot of divisions there.
Fukuda is the defending world champion. Has won the title in this class many times. 235 on the bar. Not super fast.
Yeah, it wasn't fast, but it never really looked in doubt, did it? Did you get a yellow card from the side referee?
I think there's butt lift.
Yeah, I think he might be in trouble.
244.35.
Yep, overruled. That is no lift for Fukuda. So here's Abdul Karim Karaman, world champion in the Classic. Silver medalist in the equipped last year.
He's going to put himself in a good position here today.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah, that moved quick.
Now he has got a blue card. I didn't spot anything wrong, but we'll take another look at that. Looks
I
okay
couldn't
to
pick
me.
anything up.
Magnus Varpen Langlater, Norway, 240 on the bar. Quite new to international lifting. He's done a couple of Western Euros.
Oh,
he's
looks
slowed
okay.
dramatically through the top part of the lift.
Strong triceps though. If you're moving into a quick bench, triceps are very, very important. And you want to be working the long head of the tricep a lot too.
Ludwig Galetzka, Germany, 252.5. First appearance on the international stage. A nerve-wracking moment that is.
Great company to be in too.
Absolutely.
I mean, what a way to start your international career in this company, and a great opening lift too. 252.5. That's a great opener. And it looks great too.
Look easy, but Greece say 3 white lies.
Wow.
Malenkov from Ukraine, 265. Bar is loaded. Andrei Malenkov, Ukraine.
Andrei Belenkov, Ukraine, 265.
He's right up there with them as well. I mean, I don't think this is going to be the Kadama Chaprenko show today.
Oh, there's some strong challenges.
Oh, he just didn't really do anything wrong there. I think it just sort of moved offline a little bit. Tried to adjust for it and account for it, but it dipped.
2 times on roll. And the bar is loaded for
And
Daiki
next
Kadama.
out, he is third to last to come out, which we don't see very often, is Daiki Kadama. Now, this seems like a very low opener for him, but he does tend to take a big jump to his second.
He certainly does.
Last year, he went 283.05. Masters lifter now, 46 years old.
Great competitor, great athlete, and just an all-round great guy. Loves the sport, loves everyone in it.
Brings so much great energy to the platform and to the warm-up room.
You can see how happy he is coming out to lift.
Something like 27-time world champion. Might not have that number quite right.
Oh, he looks great. That looks so much better
Yeah.
than he was looking on Classic last week. This looks like he's settled in a bit now.
Kind of giggle ran through the crowd. That was so easy.
He's had some great comps and great results
Yeah.
back home over the last several months.
So I'd expect a big number to go on there. 295, 300. Meanwhile, we have Matthias V. Perry, Finland. I mean, that's a great notch on your belt anyway, isn't it? Coming out after
Oh,
Kadama-san.
absolutely. I mean, I think that's close to being as good as a gold medal. my opener was bigger than Kadama's this year.
Don't usually see him in the single lift. He was out in Iceland for the Full Power World Championships. World Games alumni. He went out to Alabama in 22.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he
Oh.
had that, and it just went offline right at the very top.
It's such a hard thing to control. The tighter you set the shirt, the harder it is to control, but the more you get out of it. Oh, his wrist just rotated forward a little bit.
Ah. Next out is the classic world champion, Ivan Chiprinko. He remains the only man to have ever beaten Kadama on the world stage.
He was brilliant in the Classic.
Yeah, he was on great form, but he's been in I think it's the first time we've seen him lift internationally in the 83s, so he's gone up a class.
Bit of extra weight.
He's nearly into the Masters, 39 years old. 290 on the bar.
He still only looks like he's 25.
Now, he typically takes smaller jumps than Kadama. We'll see how this goes. That was easy.
That looks good. You were spot on with Kadama as well. He's put 290 in for second.
A lot more to come from Chiprinko. So, Karim Karaman leads the 66s ahead of Fral and Chablis. In the 83s is Chiprinko from Kadama from Galecka. Into the second round now. This is Joni Niskanen, Finland. Taking a 15-kilo jump up to 125. Went so far and no further. I think he was pushing it in the wrong direction there. The shirt wants to fire that bar in any direction at all but up.
Number 25, second time. Let's go, Aaron.
Just didn't want to go.
Come on,
Now
man.
here's Arian Kamesi.
Let's do
He
this.
missed his first on butt lift.
Oh, I want him to get this one on.
I'm sure he will.
I think we need to buy him a smaller shirt, though. A little bit too much movement in those sleeves. Need to make it more challenging to put on. That looks better. I didn't see any movement in the hips there.
And
That's
he's on
spot
the board.
Just made that look easy.
Steve Drenchak in his corner. He's been coaching just about every
He
session.
has been here every day, every morning. He's here before us.
Mikhailo,
Last lifter
Ukraine,
on third place.
in the 66s. He's taken a 22.5 kilo jump, which is massive in the 66 kilo class.
That is a huge jump in this weight class.
202.5 on the bar.
This is his personal best, a big jump.
Oh, was he the lifter that opened draw?
Oh, he was.
Someone did. No.
Just didn't want to work.
I'm not sure it was him that opened draw.
Just trying
But that is
to
a big jump, so maybe.
2.5 kilos for Maciej Stawny, Poland.
No, I don't think it was him. Yeah, you're right, Gary. It was the German lifter.
Bar is loaded.
Here's Maciej Zastavny, Poland, repeating the 232.5 he missed first time.
Dawaj.
I can't recall what he missed on.
Dawaj.
No, we've had a few misses in this round, in this flight.
That looks better though.
Yeah, that
looks
looks good.
good. It is 3 whites.
Well done.
Yeah, it's not easy to get the shirt right on the first lift.
35. Second time for
Yeah, you might have practiced that lift in training, but yeah, the shirt set is different when you come to a competition because of travel and weight changes and weather changes and everything.
Into the 66s, and this is the defending world champion,
Yeah, they missed his
Repeating.
opener.
235. Was it elbow?
I think it was elbow depth overall.
Yeah, it was a. We get a when the jury overrules. There's a colour code in there, and it was a red card failure, so elbow depth. So we'll take a close look on that. The rule is that the bottom of the elbow must be at least parallel with the middle of the shoulder joint. I think the right arm's higher than the left, but it didn't look too bad.
Oh,
but he didn't
just
get
couldn't
it.
hold it there. Oh, the defending champion is behind the 8 ball right now.
It really is. But I think as an equipped bencher, we've all walked out
Oh,
for a third
it's
lift
probably
with
not
nothing on
causing
the
any
board.
stress.
Yeah. Causes your coach more stress than you. Andreas Fahl, Austria, for 237.5 to extend the European Masters 1 record he set in the first round. And Gary, you said he was quite close to the world record?
Yeah, the world record is 247.5. So another 6 months. Might see that one fall.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that today, given that he took a 5 kilo increase to his second. Oh, that
Just bobbled at the
definitely
top
went up
there.
and down.
sorry, no lift with that one. No Karaman from Kazakhstan, leading his 66 kilo class. Bar is loaded.
Abdul Karim Karaman, Kazakhstan. Will he be the first man in the 66s to get his second lift on the board? He's a great lifter. Classic world champion. Well on his way to being equipped world champion too. 240 on the bar.
Yeah, if he gets this one in, it makes it tough for Kuna. Kuna has to then make the decision, do I just focus on getting a lift or do I go after it? Looks good.
He does look good.
He looks on form today.
Sometimes the shirt is sitting just right and everything feels glorious. Most of the time I'm crying to my coach, it's not on right, it's twisted, move it. But you know, sometimes it just goes on and everything you touch moves. Right, Gunterberg, Germany. Now, he was the lifter that opened raw because he's gone from 160
160
to
to 242 and a half.
242 and a half, which
I
would be
certainly
crazy.
hope he opened raw.
There is no bench shirt in the world that would allow you to bench those two numbers. Gets the touch.
It just looked like an awkward touch, didn't it? You see it from the front. It just looked awkward.
But we see this all the time. You think it's a safe thing to do to open in your t-shirt, but then you haven't got a couple of tries to get the shirt working and do the final adjustments and understand where it is.
Yeah, look, when I have 2 or 3 warm-up lifts in my shirt before I come out to the platform.
Yeah. And that gives you the opportunity to set the collar where you need it. This is Magnus Varpen Langleiter, Norway, 250 on the bar.
Oh, that's hard work, but he gets it there, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, he handled that beautifully. So it was a tough lift.
Great work.
Ludwig Galecka, Germany. Sitting in third place right now. There's 2 lifters in this class, still haven't got one on the board. This is 260.
Okay.
Not too bad. 2 whites.
Solid second.
He's a strong one, isn't he? It's his first international, I think you said.
Galecka. Yep.
He's doing extremely well.
Yeah, he's not even done a Euro. It's just come straight to Will bench.
Wow. Oh, he's handling the pressure. He's handling everything really well.
Andriy Belenkov, Ukraine. Second attempt at 265. Masters lifter, 44 years old. I was looking at the record then, but of course it's Daiki Kadama's, isn't it?
Of course.
315 and 0.5.
You often forget that Daiki's a Masters lifter as well. Just can't quite get the lock.
Yep.
He's in a bit of trouble now, but an experienced coaching team. The spring off the chest seems to be good. I don't think they need to adjust the shirt in any way in that respect.
Just needs to get it absolutely spot on.
Yeah, I think this one comes down to him.
Now here's Matthias Viperi, Finland. Added 2.5 kilos just to get that touch a bit easier. It'd be a risky thing to do in classic, but in equipped, a little bit more weight, easier touch, easier press. We do say, only a little bit tongue-in-cheek, that the answer's always put more weight on the bar.
Well, I've certainly used it plenty of times. And
Oh, he just unlocked.
he got a great press though. He's gotten 3 whites.
Must have had the rack command before he unlocked again.
And it's a tough choice, isn't it? You know, you go at the back, you've missed your first one.
We saw an attempt change flash up there, and I thought we were only in the second round. You get changes on the third round of bench only. So Daiki Kadama now for 290. His 270 looked so easy.
The legend that is. Regardless of how many more world championships he wins, he will always be a legend of the sport.
Well, 27 or 28 is probably, you need to leave some
And
for
probably
other
all
people.
the ones that haven't been invented yet either. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it?
Kadama
That
moves.
looks good.
Oh, Kadama's heavier than Chuprinko, so he
He's gonna
doesn't
come
move
down to
past
that
him.
last lift.
Yeah. So Kadama moves up to second. I think he was already in second. But the final lift in this round is Ivan Chuprinko, Ukraine. His 290 looked easy. This is 300. I've just seen Kadama's put 316 on the... in fact, I misspoke before. The M1 record's 305. It's the open record that's
315.5.
Yeah. Might be a placeholder. He might be going for it. But first we have Chuprinko's 300. 290 looked easy. A little bit more work to do with 300. So we'll see some strategy come into it now with the final attempts.
Yeah, well, we're into the last round already.
So in the 66s, Karaman is out in front of Fral and Shabley, with Fukuda yet to get a lift on the board. Chuprinko leads Kadama in the 83 kilos, with Vipuri in third place, and Blenkov still to register a good lift. This is moving quickly, and it's Joni Niskanen for 125.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be a struggle. He touched the chest so easily. You could see the laugh on his face. He knew it was going to be tough as well. There was not much resistance at all in that shirt.
Huge amount of lateral shift there. I think his butt was up.
He did well to do what he did, I think.
And a very casual looking Arian Kamesi strolling out for 137.5. So 2 attempts to get 125 on the board.
You ever see him out the back, he's always got a big smile on his face. I don't know whether it's because he's happy or he's up to something.
I think he's up to something. Nicely judged.
Nice work. That's a
third for
personal
Arian.
best as well. Great job. Nothing like getting a personal best on an international platform.
Next lifter out is Mikhailo Shabley, Ukraine. Second attempt at 202.5, sitting in third place right now, with Fukuda yet to register a good lift.
Yeah, his opener looked really, really good. I just think the 22 kilo jump maybe shocked his neural pathways a little bit. So he might handle it a bit better on this one.
He got nothing from his shirt at all.
Nah, just not getting that jump or that pop off of the shirt there. He is strong, that's for sure, to shift the way he did.
Gives him a best of 180. He's still sitting in third place right now. But here is Masashi Fukuda. He missed 235 twice, gone up to 242.5.
Well, he's a defending world champion.
Now it's a difficult balance, isn't it, Gary, about jack the shirt down, but then you might not get a touch, so the weight goes up. It is hard to judge.
I mean, as I say, I mean, equipped bench is a mixture of experience, a little bit of magic, some science, and a whole lot of courage.
Everything now, Masashi. Everything you got.
And when you get the measurements right, it works like a treat. Just not there today, is it?
Unfortunately not. So he will not place, and his world title will go elsewhere. I mean, Fral is challenging, but Karaman does look great today. So we have those two lifters next. So we're going to sort out the 66 kilo class before we move on to the 83s. And it's Andreas Fral, Austria. Missed 237.5. He's going for 242 to try and sneak past Karaman.
European Masters record.
Set the record with his opener. This will extend it by 10.
Oh, it moved better.
It
but
wasn't
just
far off.
It's once you get past that 200 kilo point, any sort of lateral movement in any way just sets your body rocking, and it's just so hard to control it.
So we have an attempt change coming in. I see Chiprinko's put 320 on. There's a little bit of gameplay in there. They both want to be the last one out.
He wants to make sure he goes last.
I think Karaman has dropped. He had 250 listed. I think he's come down to 245.
Well, I mean, that's it. He already has the gold medal.
So he's the double world champion this year, classic and equipped.
That's quite the package to take home, isn't it? To be able to do both so well.
And simultaneously, it's not easy to train both lifts at the same time. Well, it isn't for me, certainly. Oh, very nice
that was
indeed.
spot on the money, wasn't it?
That's why he's the world champion. I do find that when I'm training equipped, my raw line goes west.
Yeah, and that's a common thing to do. They are two very different lines.
I think I'm just not smart enough to keep two lines in my head.
Well, it's
or
becoming
to pick the right one.
Yeah, it's becoming more common. I mean, we never used to see people do both, and it is becoming more common. I certainly can't keep both good. It's either one or the other.
Maciej Zastawny, Poland. Second was 232.5. He's gone up to 250. Sitting in 6th place right now.
Oh, can he lock that? He has locked that left, I think.
I'm not certain. But it's up to the referees,
two
and that's
yellows.
yellows. So maybe there was some butt lift.
Yeah.
Which is the most common yellow card failure. It's not the only one, there are many. No, it wasn't butt lift. I didn't see his feet move. And that's about all we can see from that angle. But the yellow card also covers the head lifting, the grip being wrong.
Yeah, there's quite a few different infractions with the yellow.
Right, Gunterberg, Germany. Missed 242.5 for his first lifting shirt, open draw. And now he's gone up to 252.5.
This will roll him up into 5th. A little shift up the rankings.
He's been called on his grip. You must cover the rings. That's not quite how the rule book says it, but that's how we commonly refer to it. And there we go. The answer is put more weight on the bar.
Yep, look at the difference.
Moment of the truth. 272.5 kilos.
Ah, I think he's in trouble though.
7.5 kilo more.
There was definite daylight under the bar.
Yeah, there it goes.
Overruled quite rightly too.
Sorry, but Zurich overruled German intent.
That's a shame.
German Gutenberg.
Andriy Belenkov, Ukraine, nothing on the board so far. He has gone up, tried 265 twice, didn't go. Going to have a crack at 272.5. This will get him all the way up to third.
Well, at this point you make that decision, don't you? Do I go all out and go for a medal, or do I just try and get a lift? I mean, he's going to go out trying, but everything is shifting there. His feet were moving.
His feet were all over the place, his hips were up. So he will not register a place at this one.
Yeah, look, I support the decision, though, to go to 272.5. I mean, I'm either going to go home with nothing or something.
There's still some brinksmanship going on at the front, with Kodama still having 316 registered and Chaprinko 320.
Yeah, no one's caved yet.
So Chaprinko's got nothing to lose. He's the man in the lead.
Yeah.
So he'll just put a placeholder on. Meanwhile, here's Ludwig Galetzka, Germany. 272.5 to try to take the bronze from V. Perry.
Oh, it's still moving though.
By
No,
degrees,
just can't
but
get that right.
right arm won't lock.
That was such a good attempt. By slowly, Magnus Barpen, lang later, France, medal 10.
Magnus Varpen Langleiter. Norway.
You can tell there's a Norwegian coming out.
He's taken a big jump though. 250 for his second. This is 272.5. Again, an attempt at the bronze medal.
Kom igen nu. Allt nu.
Wow.
Unfortunately not. It's a big ask to take a 22.5
It is
kilo
a
jump.
huge jump.
So attempt change. What do we got?
Now we have attempt change.
Yeah, imagine. Well, I thought Victory would have dropped, but he's going
No, he's not,
to-
because now he's safe in third place.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
going to
he
try
is,
and
yeah.
challenge for second. He's going to try and take the silver medal from
Fair
Kodama.
enough.
272.5 for his second. This is 20 kilos more. It's a big ask, but he has absolutely nothing to lose.
You've got to give it a try, haven't you? How many times in your life do you have this opportunity in this field against Kodama Chaprenko? I mean,
Imagine that. He came out for his opener after Kodama, and if he could take a silver medal for him, he'd dine out on that for life.
I'd retire after that.
Yeah.
That's it. I've hit my peak. I'm retiring.
Voimaan.
Well, it's the
Oh,
chest,
that was
but
always going to be tough.
But nothing tried, nothing gained. He
That's it.
finishes with 272.5 for the bronze, and here we go. We have the attempt changes coming in now for the
Yeah,
top
this is
two.
where they come in thick and fast from these two.
So we expect Kodama to drop. He has dropped to 307.5.
Yep.
I think Chaprinko will just wait to see what he does and then make his choice.
This is a gold medal attempt over Supremo.
46 years of age, still at the very top.
He did 305 in Texas last year,
Master One.
and it's a Masters 1 world record. He can't chip the M1 world
Look
record,
at him.
obviously.
Just
in an
having the
open
ball,
comp.
isn't he?
But this is a big lift. It's 17 and a half up from his second.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what he did at a competition at home recently. I know he had a good,
He had a big
good
raw
classic
bench,
number. Yeah, I just can't remember what the equip
Nor
was.
me. Last year he narrowly missed 316 for the open record for his third. Didn't have his best day on Classic earlier in the week, but his training has been great.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. It just happens like that sometimes. Nice touch. Great press.
And I think he's got it.
Good choice of numbers there.
That's a Masters 1 record for Daiki Kodama.
Absolutely fantastic.
Now, Chiprinko's dropped to 310, as
Yep.
he must. Although he's the lighter body weight, he has
hasn't
the
got the lot
higher,
number, yeah,
he's
so
the
he has
lower
to go
lot
up.
number. So he can't pick the same number, otherwise he would have gone first. So,
No, it all comes down to
310
this
for
lift.
Chiprinko.
Who is going to be world champion? Is it Sabrina or
Now, the most we've seen from Chiprinko before is 300.5,
Yep.
but he's gone up a weight class. And with
They
that
make a
brings
difference.
gains.
His 300 wasn't as convincing as his 290 though.
It wasn't. He beat Kodama in the Classic. Will he beat him in the Equip too? When he's previously beat Kodama, he beat him in Classic and Kodama beat him in Equipped. And then the following year, it was those two reversed. But if he can do the double, it's not going.
Right from the touch, I thought that was going to happen.
They are 1 for 1 in 2025.
They-
Excuse me, I mean they got 1 each in 2025. Kodama is your 83 kilo world champion.
What a finish though. Just wasn't quite there today.
And they were both on good form and they both
Yep.
played a smart game. So, Abdul Karim Karaman is the 66 kilo world champion, with Andreas Fral taking the silver and Shabli the bronze. In the 83 kilo class, Daiki Kodama is the world champion with a new Masters 1 world record of 307.5. Chiprinko takes the silver with 300, and it's Vipuri the bronze with 272.5. What a great session, Gary.
Absolutely fantastic way to get the day started.
We have the medal ceremony coming up soon. Please stick around for that, and we have more great benching for you later today. See you then.
President, Mr. Sigurjón Peterson from Iceland. And our lovely Nikki Kosetti from Japan also giving the medals. And Sibu. We are done with participation medals and we start with medals and we start with 59 kilo class Special Olympics, and there is a gold medalist, our world champion 2025, Daniel McCoy. Come Daniel, come to Bobby. Daniel, please. 90 kilos is out for Daniel today. Ladies and gentlemen, Congratulations. Well done, Daniel. We have 59 kilo class open gentlemen. Bronze medalist is Fredrik Eskil Murborg from Norway. Result 197.5 kilos. Silver medalist Singis Yelsanov from Kazakhstan. Result 200 kilos. Gold medalist world champion 2025. But Ankala Purev Suren from Mongolia. Result 202.5. Please stand up for national anthem Mongolia. Congratulations. Kilo open class. Gentlemen, bronze medalist Mikhailo Shapley, Ukraine, result 180. Silver medalist Andreas Krasl, Austria. Result 232.5 kilos. Gold medalist, world champion 2025, Abdul Karim Karaman, Kazakhstan. Result 245 kilos. Please stand up for national anthem of Kazakhstan. Congratulations. Kilo class open, gentlemen. The bronze medalist is Oleg Butenko from Kazakhstan. Result 250 kilos. Silver medalist Yosuke Kikuchi from Japan. Result 275 kilos. Gold medalist, world champion 2025, Hiroshi Ishikawa from Japan. Result 280 kilos. Congratulations. $83 kilo mass open. Gentlemen, the bronze medalist is Matias Kiperi from Finland. Result, 272.5 kilos. Silver medalist, Ivan Chuprinko from Ukraine. Result, 200 kilos. And the gold medalist, world champion 2025, Daiki Kodama from Japan. Result, 207.5. That's the one, world record. Please stand up for national anthem of Japan. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. You all were amazing today. I hope to see you all back next year even stronger if it's possible. Thank you so much for coming here. World Championships of Bench Press 2025, Drammen, Norway.